if you're a support, you man up and buy a smoke. It's not worth getting one extra branch. The impact you're going to get from the smoke is a lot higher. Get a ward, get a sentry, press the smoke on your whole team in the fountain, and then you draw a line on the minimap to either the enemy jungle bounty rune or one of the two river runes. 90% of the time, this will group up your team. Something about the smoke just mind controls your team to group up. It's great. Then you use the smoke to safely place a ward somewhere near the bounty rune that your team is going to contest. And then all you do, ready? You just wait for the enemy to walk on the ward. And then you kill them as 5. This is the way that it is in really high MMR pubs and pro. It's always one ward for mid and one ward for the bounty rune at the start of the game. It is not a waste of a ward to use it at the bounty rune. In fact, this is what you should be doing. And you should do this every single game. Just drill it into your brain because it is the correct play and you will get first blood about 70% of the time. But more importantly, by grouping your team, you're ensuring that they will not feed first blood. So the actual impact to win probability differential is very large. And then on support, after you do this, just go and immediately block the camp in the lane that you need to block. And then you ship yourself another sentry plus most likely a tango. So all of this together is the pregame ritual. You buy the smoke, the ward, the sentry, draw the line on the minimap, go hopefully get first blood, then go block the camp that you need to block as soon as you can before the lane starts. Do those steps every game on support. You should know this like the back of your hand when you're on support. And doing it every game will put your mind in a proactive winning state. A lot of people that I coach just look and feel like they're playing not to lose instead of playing to win. And a lot of the times it really is just a mindset shift like this. And this is playing to win, right? Right from minute 0, before the game even starts, you're playing to win, right? And if you think about the alternative to this pregame ritual, what 99% of people do is they split up and they have no idea what's going on, and then the horn's going off and your team looks like a bunch of headless chickens just running into the dark, and the outcome of that is honestly random. And if we want to gain MMR, we don't want the outcomes to be random. We want to control. We want to have as much control as we can over these things. This pregame ritual also locks your team in, which honestly, I feel like it makes a difference. It makes sure that they're focusing and just in the right headspace before the game even starts. There are iterations to this. Like in one of the example clips, we don't ward because one of our heroes was AFK at the beginning, so we called to wait for him and do a late smoke. The ward is still good. It's less important if you smoke late, but honestly, we probably still should have warded. But again, I recommend just smoking in the fountain, especially at lower MMRs, because it just psychologically influences your team to group. And this video is mostly for supports, to be honest. If you're a core, you can try to get your team to group, but I wouldn't really recommend buying the smoke. But the idea still applies. You just have more agency in this part of the game as a support. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe if you enjoyed this video, because apparently a lot of people forget if I don't say that. Also, speaking of control over your games, if you want to start winning more, climbing more, becoming a better player, gaining MMR, I'm doing coaching again, and I still have a few slots left for new students, so I'll put the link for that in the description if you are interested in that. That's all for today's video. See you in the next one.